What's up, guys? How's it going? How are we doing today? Looks like I'm on here. All right, everything looks good. How's my? How's it going, Patty Fish? Hello, Katie. What's up, Yeet Man? How's it going? Just chilling out here. Looks like everybody got a wrench. What's up, Adam? Hello, all. Had interesting last 2 hours with YouTube. What happened there? Adam, with YouTube? Crack-a-lackin'. We're just chilling. 100. We're doing bet. We chilling. As the kids would say. Hey, Tranquil, how's it going? We are chilling. Got Ethan of Yeet Man, 24 Yeet Man. We got Patty Fish support channel. We have Katie Shopping Traveling. How's it going? Patty Fish support. Redini, Ray. What's up, Renee? How are we all doing here? We'll see if I could interview Vern from Pogiboy. I was super busy at school. I'm trying to prepare for a career day at my school. Yeah, so I have a career day going on. So I was like really trying to get all these things ready for next week, Wednesday. I have a judge coming to my school, an attorney, a tattoo artist, a barber, a realtor. I have the army coming, and crossing my fingers, but we have a special, investigator who's gonna do polygraph. So they wanted a polygraph person. So that's next Wednesday. I have a career day. So I've been pretty busy. Hola, ¿cómo está, Pogiboy? Oh, let me go ahead and give the link out here. What's up, God is great. And there's the link there. How are we doing, my Linda? Let me go ahead and give Vern a moderator button right there, a moderator thingy majigger. But yeah, I'll be doing a a career day. Hey Renee, how's it going? So I do 2 career days for my school. I do a mini one, just like a half day, and then towards the end of the year, I go in. I have a bigger one, like a whole day event. Takes a lot of time, but I usually have the students organize it, which is cool. So thumb 13. Thank you for the 13th thumb. Oh, I got 15 thumb. I got 15 thumbs up in here, yeah. Oh, I know Catatainment said he had something going on. Can everyone see their about section on their channel? Let's see. I can. I was putting comment jail yesterday, and now I cannot see the about section. Oh, that is so weird. Okay, so Adam of Catatainment said, put in comment jail, which I've been in 3 or 4 times. And now you cannot see their about section on their channel. What's crazy is, you could go to comment jail, but you could still, I guess, visit people's lives. What's up, Raph? Allison Pearl Jam in the house. Let's see. So yeah, I don't have a webcam. Oh yeah, there's a link, Vern, that I dropped. I'll drop it in the comment right here. Oh, there you go, Pogiboy. But there's a webcam. Hey guys, so what I have on here is a good friend. You may know him. If you don't, you should get to know him. Super supportive, awesome friend. His Vern from Pogiboy Productions. Letting him know. What's up, man? How's it going?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Cool.
So, hey, thanks for coming, man. Thank you for coming. I think it was probably one of the friends. It was either Kim Artist or Patty Fish that said, hey, you should interview Pogiboy Productions. I'm like, okay, let me write that down. Let me ask Pogiboy Productions if he'll come on. So it was like, kind of just yesterday or maybe today. I was like, hey, can you can you come on? So I'm glad you did. Hey, Baron, how's it going? National Parks Princess, and let's see anybody else pop in. But yes, thank you all for coming. This is Vern from Pogiboy Productions. Um, what are we at? Are we at 5,000 friends that you have? 5,000 subs?
Nah, 500 more,
We are
4,500 something.
Okay, yeah, hey guys, okay, so like I introduced you, and then like when I first met him, he was one of the first ones that I saw. Like, oh my god, this dude has like 4,000 subs. It was a while back, and I'm like, whoa, what is this dude's talking to me? He's got 4,000 subs, and it was like pretty cool stuff. But yeah, this is Pogiboy Productions, Vern, and then man, I'm so happy that you were able to join us on here.
Yeah, I haven't been in live in so long.
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, you don't do lives or anything. I know you have a lot of cool content, and with your content, I know there's a lot of views and stuff and engagement and things, and I'm just feel so like honored that you're gonna answer me. I'm like early on, I was like, oh my god, this dude's answering me. But there's like a crap load of comments within your videos and stuff. So uh thank you, man. Thank you for connecting, and like thank you for you know checking me out and stuff, and being part of like the community. I travel throughout the day, and I watch everybody's videos, and I see you right along there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, hey, Vern is there within the thing. I don't know how we got connected, but I'm so happy that we did, man. um, but I have some preloaded questions that I put out, before I got really busy at school.
Go
So
ahead.
you ready for the questions? I don't have any cool music to play in the background, but I'll just ask you some questions here. So, how'd you develop an interest in reviewing restaurants and starting your own YouTube channel?
All
Um,
right. So, like back in the day when I was still in college, me and a couple of friends, I started YouTube mostly for like sort of like a memory thing. You know how you used to collect it, the pictures and stuff. Then I started like asking Henner. Henner's the other guy that's with me most of the time. Romeo's the other guy, but he kind of had to outgrew it, and he has a baby, so he's not part. Well, he's still part of the channel, but he doesn't come to the videos as much. But it's mostly me and Henner, and we were discussing about how we should make a YouTube video. Now we weren't planning on trying to get it monetized. It eventually happened, and I think I hit 1,000 in less than a year, if I remember correctly. And we didn't really have a specific niche. You know how they say in YouTube, you always have to niche down. Like, you gotta be really specific. So we were all over the place. We were doing vlogs, we were doing food, we were doing unboxing. I mean, we still do that, but 90% of our channel now is mostly food, because I think a lot of people are more interested in seeing what restaurants are out there within our area in New York, New Jersey, even around the East Coast. And sometimes I do a little bit of travel, since it's also goes hand in hand with food. So yeah, and sometimes we still do unboxing videos. I mean, they do get some views, especially since it's Kickstarter, Indiegogo. People don't know what the product's about. So I think it's mostly because people are interested in what they want to see. So sometimes we do those unboxing.
I think the last unboxing I think I saw was it might have been okay. I saw the drone one, which I was like, oh my god, I need a drone. But last time I bought a drone at the mall, it just like took off and like hit the wall and it was done. And then I think you guys did the eye thing for the
Yeah,
stress.
the massages
So
your eyes.
I like it. It's pretty cool. And then like I was like, okay, you guys, I always see that you do your thumbnails are always improving the edits and things like that, and the and so I was like, oh, okay, this dude, and I watch everybody's stuff. I look at thumbnails and stuff. I'm like, okay, so how do you put that like cartoonish thumbnail? Do you use Filmora or Canva or
It's a free app. It's called Toonme, Toonme. Let me see if I can pull it up for you.
Toome? Free app. All right.
Right
Going,
there.
how's it going, cool gamer? How's it going? Connections of lives and interests. Hey, what's up, Alan? To me. Okay,
Toonme,
so it's
yeah.
an app you put in on your phone. Can you download it up onto the
It's on Android. I don't know about Apple. So, but if you're an Android user, you can download it on the store. And it's not
yeah.
free. it's paid, but there is aspects of it that it's free. So what I do, because they watermark it, right? So you just
Yes.
crop that picture, get that watermark out of the way, and then so you do it.
Yeah, and it's about getting. I didn't like the watermark when I first got into Filmora, so I was like, you know what, I'll just buy it, screw it.
You
And
could
then I got
crop it.
tricked. Like, yeah, I can crop it too, and I crop a lot of stuff, right? So, the people that's showing up, this is Vern from Pogiboy Productions, a good friend of the community, super awesome dude. He's a fellow Filipino guy. So I know we have I'm half, I'm Ilocano, and then we got Bern over here. We got Allison Pro Jam, and again, super supportive guy. And I kind of just like watch his stuff. I'm like, okay, look at his thumbnail. And he was mentioning it's called TOOME, and that's kind of what he uses to do thumbnails. And yeah, there's little things you can get around with cropping things in that. So so he does reviews, and you, like you said, you were just all over the place in the beginning. Um, and a lot of my friends actually do what you do, where they do YouTube. I have a lot of Filipino friends like here in Texas, and also Guam, and we I don't know, but we always are recording something, right? Like, we gotta record it, and then like, let me just drop all of this stuff in YouTube, and it saves it for you, right? So um, yeah, it's cool. And I don't know, with you guys, like, when I have a chance, whenever downtime, I'll go watch your very first video. And what was your very first video? Because I've watched like a couple of these guys' very first video. I'm like, hey, this is where it all started.
I
So
think
what?
I think it's the one where Henner did. We were in I forgot where it was. It was some resort, and he was taking a video of the fishes, and he got the under the
Uh,
sea music coming on or something. And I think the first video I ever edited was trampoline dodgeball. It was
I remember that one.
that was a
That one
long
was
time ago.
cool.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
So I mean, do you ever go back and watch your old stuff?
I do, I do. I know some. I know the bigger YouTubers kind of hide it, but you know, it's out there, so people. I put it there for a reason. So I'm not ashamed of it. You get to see what mistakes you were doing or how you improved throughout the years.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do that. Like, what I'll do is I'll go in, like, I'll scroll all the way down and look at the thumbnails. I'm like, oh my god, look at the thumbnails. Okay, here's where I'm trying to go now. And I'm noticing a lot of the cool thumbnails, the catchy ones, are like, where you would get like a pre-made one, adjust it a little bit, take out the dude that they put in there, or the girl, take that out and drop you in there, and kind of just slide it, right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing. I don't know what you do with Toomey. They probably have preloaded ones where you take the dude that's there doing something, and you kind of just do what they're doing with the shot, right.
yep, yep.
But yeah, okay, let me just make sure I got retro cart here. How's it going? uh I saw Stephen upon and Garden, and let's see who else had popped in. Hey guys, popping in. This is Vern from Pogiboy Productions. Almost about 5,000 subs. Super supportive guy. How do you go about answering all these comments, man? Like, you're like, like,
Like,
with that. Okay, so like, we were having, me and Adam, right? So yesterday, uh, oh, we got another Filipino guy over here, Chris GTV. I don't know if you know Chris GTV.
yes,
He
yes,
does the vlogs, right? Hey, what's up,
yes.
Chris? How's it going? We got Pogi Boy asking him some questions and things. Um,
Chris G loves to eat too. I seen him.
yeah, I think the last one he did was the Nilaga or something, right?
Yep.
And I was like, I saw your comment. You said you have the best place to eat. It's out in the nature, right? Like in the jungle, because on that
Yeah,
side is a jungle. And I always have to catch myself when I'm like, hey, let's go. We'll go mountain biking in the jungle. They're like, what do you mean jungle, man? I was like, okay, the woods, the forest. I don't know, but the place where the trees are at. So yeah, Chris GTV, another fellow Filipino here. It's probably, man, it must be like early morning or so in the Philippines or so. But yeah, like, how do you get like all those? How do you comment? Like, because I have a hard time. I have a system. I write things down, and sometimes if something comes up, like if I don't have that 2 hour frame in like my breaks during the day, like today I didn't. I'm right after this. I know I have to get back and hit up another 45 channels or something. I mean, how do you do it? How do you manage being at 4,000 subscribers or whatever it is? How do you manage like watching and commenting and stuff like that?
Um, I guess there's not a really easy answer to that, but I tend to really answer comments to people that are really interested in your videos, that really watch and engage. People that say like nice video or just give you a heart or something like that, or big like or something. I just give them back a heart because they interacted with your video, but I don't really go in detail and say, hey, thank you or whatever. I just give them a heart, give them a like. Everyone else that
Uh,
the people that do watch your videos, you tend to interact with, and so that kind of narrows down like how many comments you write per video, because you will get a lot of people on your video that will be like your video, but I don't know if they've actually watched it, or they'll say something like, um, I give you a thumbs up or something, something that kind of says to YouTube that they engage with your video, but they really didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just left it on or something, whatever. So I just give you a big like because
right.
I know you did interact. It does take a lot of time, believe it or not. And watching videos, I really tend to watch only people that I know are very interactive with you. Yeah, because sometimes I'll watch a video that someone says, "Be nice." I watch your video. I'm like, not a lot of interaction with your comments. This guy's not. I think this guy's just really trying to add up his subs, or trying to get more views, but he's not very engaging. So I'm like, I don't know what he's doing wrong. So I'll watch it and then that's it. I won't interact with them anymore. So you kind of know like who in your comment sections are the true people that are actually watching your video. So that's how I go about it. And takes a while, believe it or not. Usually I spend an hour, maybe not even, maybe an hour to watch people's videos. So depends on how many comments you got. Usually I'm very
Yeah.
active, and then I do have the bell rung, so I do see people's videos. I get notified, and I'll try to watch you as soon as I can. So that's the
It
way I do the
yeah, it
comment.
makes I do the same thing. Like I guess I mean like literally I can't watch everything, right? And it is about like who's gonna talk back to you, right? And yeah, like exactly what you said. Like so if someone comes to my stuff and gives me like big like six or triple heart thumbs up, and I'll be like, okay, I'll thumbs up back or say thank you. So there's a lot of thank yous and a lot of your welcomes, and the big engagements is where I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do YouTube for. I want to talk to people, right? And I want to do stuff. And as you can see, we have like most of these people on here, and you know what, like I don't know, 26 people on the live I think is pretty good. And most of these guys are actually on this modern day breakfast club where we hashtag and it links it up. And when I'm at school I play the group stuff. We have 31, 32 channels up on there, and all of them are very engaging. And that's what took me a long time to find people to engage with. That's why like if you want to like just pick up subs, that's like it's not what you're trying. It's not what you're trying to do, right? Like you want people to engage with you and talk and stuff like that. So me and the last time I think it was on Sunday, I had Adam of Catatainment. Thank you, Adam, for coming on. And he was saying that there was like this person that has 100,000 plus subs, right? And they literally like as long as about 1,000 people can engage and stuff, you're good to go. You don't have to like worry too much about the other 90,000, right? And I think realistically for me, because like I put in 6 hours to 8 hours of like watching. Like if you took my whole day and you broke it up, yeah, because it's a lot. Because I'm basically uh, I haven't been doing it too much this lately because I'm quite busy. I'll make a comment, and then when they comment back, I'll say you're welcome. And I think, but I stopped doing that for a little bit because I'm a little busy. I stopped saying you're welcome because I have for your day coming. That gave me an extra 2 hours because I have to go through Gmail and like look at the reply comment. And of course, like I'll click it, click it, click it, and if they just said thank you, I'm like, okay, I'll get back. But if it's a question or like asking me something, then I'll answer it back. But I'm
Yeah.
finding myself having to squeeze the time. And again, I guess it's people who want to get engaged and or not get like married. They want to get they're engaging with you because engagement equals watch hours and watch hours equals analytics and So you did mention that you put your guys. If you just pop it on here, thank you all for coming. This is Vern of Pogiboy Productions. He does food reviews. He does some unboxings, but along with that, he's just a super cool dude. And it's like came in. I asked him. He's like, "Cool, we come on." I was like, "Oh man, I hope he comes," because like, yeah, I was like, "Okay, what am I gonna?" I already had a plan because I'm being a teacher. Like, if he doesn't come, then what I'll do is I'll talk about this. I already had like another set of thumbnails to run. But yeah, it's this is Bern, and he started a channel just to categorize stuff, like keep it somewhere as memories. And then you did say you were monetized. Oh, you got 1,000, and it was less than a year. And then when you monetize, what was that first like? Where did I guess it goes into your like it pays you from like Google AdSense or something like that or whatever.
Yeah, you'll get an email saying congratulations, you made it, blah 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 blah, and then they give you a pin. So you'll get there eventually. I think if you keep doing these lives, this is definitely helping
Yeah,
your views. This is gonna help your
just
views.
it's.
Once you get that
I've never
1K,
asked.
you're definitely gonna get
I
there.
ne- yeah, I've never asked. Well, I was curious. I'm just curious because you brought it up like we got 1,000, and I think once you get 1,000, like I'm gonna get 1,000 way before watch hours, because I should have reversed order and did some lives and stuff like that. But now I know.
Do
It's
you
almost
use
like
anything for do you use any like analytic type thing? Like I use TubeBuddy. I don't know if you use that.
two.
I think it's like $5 a month or something like that. So
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should switch because I use vidIQ. Hey,
yeah,
thank you, Susie, Craft Woman Studio, coming from Sharon's. I gave everybody a thumb. Guys, feel free to connect with each other. And most everybody up on here is super super supportive. Um, and then we were talking about was it like $10, $5? What you first
I think
saw?
it's like I pay $5 a month. And the cool thing with TubeBuddy is with comments, like you see someone leave a comment, and it will give you like like three different ways to answer the comment. We'll say something like, "Oh, thank you for watching," and there's another
Oh
one that
yeah.
will say, or big like on this, blah blah blah, or something like that. So it's an automatic response thing. I don't know if vidIQ has that. Does it have it?
Yeah, video. Okay, so like my
Oh, okay.
vidIQ when I'm running, it does have it when I run the Mac. Like
Okay.
it gives you those suggestions, right? But then
Yeah,
on my actual laptop, it's
it doesn't give
spinning
it.
like trying to work. So only for some will do that, and it's like, wow, this is the one I need it for because this person said just real short. This is where I need a quick say, a big like thank you or thank you so much, happy face, right? So I'm like, I had to type it. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go to that TubeBuddy. Hey, Erica's Wacky World with the smile. Thank you. Let me make sure I make Erica a standard moderator. So let's go to the next one here. Can you share some tips on how to effectively communicate your dining experience here? So like you go to a place, right? What are you when you're sitting there at the place? You probably eat there first, and you're like, oh wow, I'm gonna do this. Like, what are you? How do you go about making that video to like put up? I mean, I know I can't do it because my when I'm with my family, like put that away. We're not doing that. You're embarrassing us. I can't do it. I like have to secretly do it, or we can't be in Texas. Like everything you've done is like way out Arizona, California. Like, wait, what's going through your mind when you're trying to like, planning the video and stuff like that?
All right. Believe it or not, I started off as an introvert, so I was very shy with camera. So I kind of had to get out of my comfort zone. And I was telling Henner's the same thing. And Romeo. Romeo is the extrovert, the group. There was three of us before. Now there's only two. But it got us out of our comfort zone, and I got more like when you're filming outside of the camera. I'm still a little shy sometimes, but you know what? It's you get used to it. You'll be like, okay, let's film here, and then we start filming, and it becomes second nature. The more you do it, the more you get comfortable. In terms of like food and how we film it, that's more like an on the spot thing. Sometimes we have an idea of how the video will go. Other times we'll just go with the flow. Like usually we'd put the camera down in front of us on the table, and the waiters would see it, and sometimes they interact and say hi, and they give us food, and then at the same time I have another camera filming myself eating it, or I film Henry eating it. So, and then we kind of mix and match and figure out how we're gonna do the whole video. Trying to figure out how is it gonna. First, we shoot an intro, or sometimes we'll actually shoot the video in the restaurant, then shoot the intro afterwards. I know it's kind of strange, but and then we'll do an outro kind of thing. So, and then the editing process is like, we'll cut it up, see what video works with what, choose the music. So I guess it's an on the fly thing. There's really no set way on how I make a video. It's mostly 90% of the editing is me. Henry does it sometimes. He does cooking videos. Henry does he does cooking and baking. Sometimes he does some shorts. But yeah, 90% of the video editing is me. And like I said, it's more of a on the go, on the fly thing. We don't have a set script what to say, besides the usual introducing ourselves and what the channel is about or what we're gonna eat. So yeah, it's an on the fly as we go kind of thing while we're shooting the video.
So like being an introvert, now you're like it's cool now. Like as you go and you do the videos, you don't care at all when you're shooting it in the restaurant. Like obviously I have like
Yeah,
two cameras running.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so it's a cool thing. It's almost like with the group here, like guys, you got to do your own lives, do lives, and like just invite people. We'll come, we'll chat, we'll talk. You'll probably mess up, but it's cool. It's all right. Like my first 10 lives are like, oh my god. Like I'll go back. I was like, whoa, what are you doing, bro? Like, but again, after like 20 or 30, it's like I don't really care now. Like all I do know is make sure you prepare before you show up because you're gonna be just looking at the camera, right? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so that is cool. I wish I had so you kind of have a team that helps out, right? As far as
Sometimes,
when you're doing stuff.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, and I know Henry is the baker because I remember it's like, hey,
The cook, the bake.
that's the baking
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
and it's really some. We have quite a few people on the chat right here that do baking and stuff like that. Uh, I know earlier on we have retirement. That's Betty. She does cooking and things like that. Um, Connects to the lights, and it's just I think where she talks about things about baking. So I follow like I don't know all kinds of channels. But what's really cool? The cat friends are fantastic. All my cat friends, cat channel friends, are the most fantastic that I've met so far. Like they're super engaging. Like we talk and stuff like that.
uh,
Of course,
uh,
Allison Pearl Jam and Rascal
yep,
and Lucy.
yep.
So I really like that group. But yeah, we got Mr. Chris. He's about to go to Fairyland, I guess, and do some things. I guess it's in the morning over there. I think he said it was like 8:15 in the Philippines. So yeah, thank
It's
you,
early.
Miss Chris GTV. Thank you for coming. Um, Enjoy Fairyland. Man, I miss doing that. Like on Guam, we had jungles, and we like make our little forts and stuff like that. We'll go barbecue. Um, and things. I do miss that here. I can't build a fire here in Texas because the fire department will come. And I only have one tree. But let's see. Okay, here you go. How do you choose? Do you actively seek out new restaurants, or do you already have
I,
like? I mean, I know where all the good places are, right? And like, or do you like? Okay, this is opening. Let's try it out. Um, how do you pick which ones you're gonna go to?
yeah. Usually, I choose restaurants that are new to the people in New Jersey, New York, or something that's different people haven't seen before. Usually, it's sometimes I should do a short, but sometimes I do long form videos. I think long form videos are the way to go with restaurants because people like to see the menu. People like to see how much the prices are. People like to see if you like it or not, or how the food is. So I tend to do a lot of long form videos in terms of restaurants, but sometimes I do short forms. Um, Choosing the restaurant is I usually get it from social media. Believe it or not, I go through TikTok. I just look up I follow a bunch of people that are foodies, Devour Power likes to eat a lot, and he recommends a lot of restaurants around the area. He does short forms, so I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. Maybe we'll give it a shot. or sometimes I'd get like recommendations from Yelp, like this restaurant, or I get an article from NJ.com telling me about this new restaurant that's popping up, and then sometimes we'll go hit them up and say, we're gonna come and shoot, and they'll be like, okay, come on down and try our food, blah blah blah, and that's how we choose restaurants usually.
And do you ever get like free food by
Yes,
doing like a review?
I've gotten some free food.
What
Yes.
what's the percent? Do you think?
Um, I got like two. I think out of the dozen I mean, more than a dozen. Out of all the food
It's probably
reviews,
like
I've gotten maybe like
60,
two,
right?
something like that. Maybe I got like one or two,
60s.
two, three. Sometimes they give me like free ice cream. Oh, it's on the house. So I'm like, oh, thanks. And or we went to I forgot the name of the restaurant, but it was a Filipino restaurant, and they were just he goes on the house. This is a pinakbet on the house. This is blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, thank you, because I think for the most part, restaurants love it when you do promotions for them. So
Oh yeah. Um, so I mean that would be cool. Like, do you ever interview like the owners?
I did interview one from Callier. He's a nice dude. He's in New York City. It's a Filipino-owned restaurant again, and he does those ube sliders. I actually have. I don't have the video, but I'll send the link out. But I actually interviewed him, so it was pretty cool. He pretended like he
Yeah.
was one of the customers, and then he came up to us and
Oh,
was like, "How do you guys like the food?" I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty good." He goes, "Oh, okay," because and then he said he was the owner and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And then on the spot, I'm like, "You want to be part of the interview?" And he's like, "Sure." And then he went from there. He's
yeah.
he's an absolutely nice guy. Yeah,
So you probably met some really cool. Do you tell them like I have a YouTube channel and stuff like
yeah,
that? And
of
um,
course.
do you let everybody know like all the like when you go to a restaurant, there's a manager? Do you like, hey, we're just shooting a YouTube video
Yeah,
or?
like yeah. I usually go right in front of like if we go pay for the food, I'm like, hey, is it okay if I shoot some video? And they'll be like, okay, 90% of the time they'll be okay. Like, yeah, sure, go ahead, take it from whatever you want, whatever. And that's how it works out. So I
Yeah, but
usually
you
ask,
probably don't want to.
yeah,
You don't want to go during like rush hour where they're slammed. You're like, hey, by the way, let me interview. No, no.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Burpee Yoga Uncle. Super. Oh my God, he does these crazy burpee shorts. But he does reviews. So he says I always try to interview the owner, but lots of time, they're not there, which is true, right?
Okay,
Like
yeah,
if you're the owner, like it's
yep,
usually you'll catch like a manager or something like that. Um, I know my son works fast food, and like the owner is never there. It's just him and his friends,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just the manager is like a friend. So. Uh, Okay, let's see. Let's see. I can run a few videos. So I was watch. Let me just go back in the chat. And then I noticed here. So people are talking about like making long form. So Renee of Rascal and Lucy, she uses day in the type videos to show us the day of life. And then she said something over here about horizontal. You know how when you shoot the long form on
Yeah,
crap. When you shoot
yep,
it
yep,
this way and it's like really tight, it's
yep.
like YouTube doesn't like that type of format. I guess you kind of have to shoot it landscape, right? And I've done that before. I'm like, oh my god, that's okay. I could have just turned the camera. So want to make some videos. Okay, so I'll just make sure I'm not missing anything too much in the chat here. And a lot of them like the chat's running quick, but uh, I'll try to keep up and make sure. Let's see. Here's the next question. Uh, okay. What about some challenges? What are some challenges you have when you're here when you're actually going it out and you're actually gonna review? Like, have you ever been to? Okay, we don't have to say what it is, but like, have you ever been to a place you're like, oh my god, you shot it, everything, but you just were like, it was a horrible experience, and
Yeah, I have a couple of those videos. Like it's in
did
the
you put it
vault.
out
It's
there?
not coming. No, it's not. It's not there.
You just held it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I've been to, oh my god, I've been to places like, okay, this is wow, this is the worst, worst place I've been. And I used to be a waiter back in Guam. My wife did too, but I've learned you don't, when you go to a restaurant, you don't ever be rude to anybody there or anything. You just say, hey, there's something wrong with this, and you think you can like take it back or make it hot. Like I don't even want to ask that sometimes because being a waiter, and the waiters are young people, right? So I worry. You're like, okay, well, it's fine. You just it's okay. We'll get you something later. Um, so yeah, that's one thing. Like, I'm pretty sure you've been to places and it wasn't like what you thought it would be.
Yeah, like there's one video on our channel. It's when we went to eat at Mr. Beast Burger here in American Dream Mall in Jersey, and yeah, we didn't really like the burgers. We straight up kind of said, "Oh, this is dry. What kind of burger is this?" It's actually up there on YouTube, and people are we're not we're not the only ones that said the same thing. So I don't feel as bad as like putting it down. Mr. Beast. I don't think he really cares, but still, we like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, I could. Yeah, I
this
don't think
burger's
he
dry.
probably
Yeah,
is not really like creatively involved with the restaurant or making of the patties moist or anything, right?
yeah,
But yeah, so Burpee Uncle, he goes and he does reviews and stuff. I remember him. He had some pokey and opihi, which is pretty cool. What's up, Trev? How's it going? So yeah, he said his biggest challenge is the music, right? And I guess like later
yeah.
on, I'm gonna have to worry about music because you don't want to get the copyright strikers, anything, especially if you like monetize. Where do you get your music from?
Um, I edit my videos through Power Director, so I have a yearly plan. I forget how much it is. It's I think it's like $80 a year or something like that. I forget. But it comes with a set of music, and there's a whole bunch of music list in there. So that's what I've been using lately. I used to surf YouTube and look for like copyright free music, but I wouldn't recommend that to anyone because a few of my videos from back in the day, I used to do like free music to use for YouTube videos, and a bunch of them would pop up, and I'd use it, right? I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. And then, the music is rocking, whatever. And once you get monetized, though, some people that you were using their free music, they suddenly want to make their music like paid. They want to get paid for their music. So all of a sudden, you get copyright strike in your video from like 2 years ago. I'm like, what's going on? And it says, oh, this guy is doing copyright. He wants his music rights, blah blah blah. So you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna demonetize that video, whatever, because I don't want to go through the hassle, whatever. So that's my
So,
tip to you guys. If you want, don't use copyright free music in YouTube because one day that's not going to be free anymore.
so
I
I guess
think the
I
only
kind of slightly misunderstood. So what? So the Burpee Uncle, right? So like you go to a restaurant and they're playing music in the background. That could also turn into a copyright
yeah,
strike,
yeah,
right?
yep.
So
I have had a few videos where I had to work around that. And there are a couple of restaurants that we went to that the music was so loud and blaring. I'm like, damn, there's no way we could talk through this. There's no way we could cover the music. So like Burpee Yoga Uncle would say, I would do the same thing. I would mute the music, do maybe a little voiceover, put some music over it while I'm eating, whatever. And then we would just put like the food was great, or we'll type something about the food or the restaurant. But yeah, definitely if you want to work around that, get one of those lapel mics or Rode mic or something, put it on your thing. That kind of mutes the music and it will focus on your voice more. I eventually got one and that helps a lot. So, but
yeah,
still, it
there were
still does
times
pick
I'm
up
like
the music.
I think I hear Taylor Swift in the background, but I can't tell.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think that's Taylor Swift. Well, I don't know what song is that in the background, but then I can imagine that. Oh yeah, Trev. We got Pogiboy Productions. Vern of Pogiboy Productions, a good friend of mine. I asked him to come on. He does food reviews and like unboxings of videos and stuff. On top of that, he's a super supportive, awesome friend of the community. For yeah, all of you guys that are coming on, this is Vern of Pogiboy, and yeah, he's been monetized for a while, and we've been just talking about like monetization and music and stuff. I know for sure, like if once I do get monetized, there's gonna be a bunch of possible things that I'm like, okay, crap, I gotta redo this and I gotta mute that and I gotta do this.
yeah.
What is there a time limit? Can you play a certain thing for? Because I've seen this like, because I watch YouTube for fun later. Like I just watch like conspiracy stuff just to get my mind like right. But they'll play things for certain sets of time and then they'll switch it. Is there a time? 1 second, 2 second, or is it just no seconds at all?
I really don't get it either. Sometimes you could get away with a whole like sentence of a song and it wouldn't be a copyright strike. But then there'll be times on my video where I'm editing it, I upload it, put it on YouTube. It was maybe like 5 seconds of the song, and I get a copyright strike. So I don't. There's no wrong or right answer to that because I haven't figured it out.
I guess it's one of those things you'll find out when you see that red by your thing,
Yeah,
like, oh my
right.
God, I gotta remove
Yep.
it. And
Yep.
I know there's bigger channels that I've seen that they had to deal with that once they hit marks, right? So like probably when you get to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, then they're gonna start really like nitpicking little things, right? So Allison Projam said he's been using Epic Sound since June. Yeah, because he's been incorporating more music within. And I use Filmora, and yeah, I put anything I take from Filmora and I use it. It's zero copyright, anything. It's all good. I guess because I paid for the to use of whatever they put there.
Yeah.
Sad thing is there's no like music. It's just AI music or happy music of Christmas tree, that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, that copyright is crazy. And then, man, I got the chat talking about Napster. Do you remember Napster and LimeWire?
Yep.
And what
Yep.
was it? Kaza. Remember Kaza? And I remember that. Like, I had dial up, and I had to like wait, take like 45 minutes for a 4-minute song. Yeah, I guess
I used to
those were
download
the
everything.
people. Yeah, movies, games, all kind of things. And like I'd let things download, and it like take 2 days. Like big files. It's like, oh my gosh. And that was pre-copyright, this and that. And now it's like, um, yeah, I mean, I guess that's one thing. But I guess, yeah, you could use copyright free stuff if you pay for like what you use and I use, for more. And then Alice Projam, Raf uses Epidemic Sound because
Yeah,
I've been struggling.
I have a few friends that use Epidemic Sound. They highly recommend it too.
Yeah, there's so many things out there. Like I always try to write things down, like the two mean and the Epidemic Sound, Power Director. And I just wish I had more time to mess around with like the tech of it all, right? But anyway, that's a fun thing for me to YouTube is try to learn how to do a specific thing. Let's see. Oh, here you go. So we already said the negative reviews, comments, right? You just basically you kind of like put it off there. But if it's a big time person that you don't think is gonna care, uh, oh here, what's your absolute favorite restaurant that you ever been to? Um, like your absolute like if you're like this is the one you want to make the just say okay you're gonna make this video and 10,000 people are gonna watch it 20 times. Like which restaurant would you pick to get that? Like that. This is the big one. Vern, I'm telling you right now, 10,000 people watch your video 20 times, and they're gonna all comment like 500 times a piece, and it's big. Which one would you pick?
There's a couple actually, because there's a lot of good restaurants here in New Jersey. White Manna, I think we did a video on that. It's like those slider burgers. Oh man,
Mhm.
that's really like heavenly when you first bite into it. It's so soft and it's just out of this world. It's like so many people are always online for that burger. It's insane. It's the one it's in Hackensack, New Jersey. When we went, it took like maybe 30-45 minutes to make but it's like a machine. He's like the guy's like there, he's just in front doing the burgers and oh yeah, you definitely would love that. And hmm, and I love a good steak, like any meats. So there's a couple of good places here. There's one in Newark, and then I'm I can't name just one. I've tried In and
Yeah,
Out. In and Out's pretty good, not bad.
yeah, that's Alice Project. I do like In and Out, but I don't like the fries. Uh,
Yeah,
but I like the burgers, but the
I'm
fries
more of
though, like
a I'm more of a Shake Shack guy.
Shake Shack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess because it has a little more variety. We used to have
Yeah,
one like down the road from where I'm at, but it closed down and they put like I don't know what they put. It was like a salad place, but I do like Shake Shack and stuff like that. But so steaks. Trying to think if you. I'm trying to remember if you did like you know what the thing is? They don't have like a fancy like Filipino restaurant. There's
yeah,
one. There's good food. No, I love Filipino food, but like there's one in the city here in Houston. I don't know what I think it's called Kamayan something. and it's like really super fancy, super expensive, and then the banana leaves, the full spread. It's like a
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
right? But most of the places I get Filipino food is like like a mom and pop kind of place. You go in and you get a two choice thing, and it's just as for me. That's like what I want. Like I don't want like put all the salt you normally do. Don't hold back on the patis. Like just make it taste like. So I mean,
Like
I how many Filipino restaurants have you done?
there's a lot here in New Jersey. The one I did close down, unfortunately. I think they got sold out. But there's so many here in New Jersey. The thing is with Filipino restaurants, I have a sister-in-law. She's the cook, so I kind of have to compare her cooking with the food here, and it's unfair for me. I have this high standard on Filipino food kind of thing. But there are a couple of good spots here in New Jersey. If you guys are looking for, we might shoot a couple of videos on this one restaurant. It's in the Union area, so there's a couple that we have planned soon. But like I said, I'm spoiled. My sister-in-law loves to cook, so that's why
Say like
I haven't been really looking for Filipino food.
yeah, I mean, like with me too. Like my grandma, right? Like she taught me how to cook all this stuff, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all I really need is the ingredients, and like we could just get that at like H Mart or 99 Ranch. We'll get
Yep.
that, and it's like the only thing I really don't like making is palabok. I just don't like it. I just don't ever do it right. So I just get my quick fix from Jollibee. Like let me just go to Jollibee, get the Jollibee palabok because
Go to Red
it's always
Ribbon.
the
Yeah,
same
the Red
thing. Red Ribbon is actually better, I think. But
Ribbon.
that's the only one I don't make because like I just don't. Maybe I'm just missing out that one key ingredient or something. But man, let me look and see. I'll see you later, Katie. Shopping and traveling. But man, I'm so happy that you came on. And then let's see if anybody on the because I know we have one that does uh, reviews of restaurants. That's Burpee Yoga Uncle, who's in Hawaii. And then, guys, on here is Vern of Pogiboy Productions. Does anybody have any questions for Vern, or do you have any? While we're waiting for questions, if there are any questions that pop up, do you have any like big plans, like a trip somewhere or something? Like
I don't think I have any big plans for this year, like traveling. I'm gonna say that for next year, mostly around the area, New Jersey, New York, maybe even go to Pennsylvania. That's the biggest. This is the farthest I'd go. But I think next year we're planning to go like Japan. That's all planning. Japan, maybe go back to Philippines, maybe. Uh, I think we were planning on doing Australia. I don't know. It's all talking right now, so we'll see.
and then yeah, because I know I have to go to Japan in 2 years when my daughter graduates. Because I'm like, we'll go to Japan. We'll see Japan. We'll go check it out. So I've been to Japan many times. Living on Guam is so easy to get there. When's the last time you went to Philippines?
Uh, 2 years maybe. 2 years ago. It was no, not even 2 years. Maybe 4 years. It's been a while. I think it was a reunion.
At
It was a reunion.
That's what I tell people, man. Like I'm not gonna go back to Guam unless someone dies, God forbid, or some huge reunion kind of thing. I missed my 30th high school reunion. I think I even might have missed my 35th. So I was like, that's okay. I'll catch my 40th. Maybe I'll still be alive. I think I'm hoping. Wait, someone asked. So Catatainment is asking over here. So can you finally fill up your own car in New Jersey at a gas station?
No, we're spoiled. You just have to sit in the car and let the guy
You
fill up our gas.
you guys have the pump guy still? Is it like same price? Because I remember there's place on Guam you could go and fill your thing, but you could drive to the thing and the guy will fill it up. But I think you're being charged like premium cost for regular. Um, so why can't you do that in New Jersey? Like fill up your own
I don't know. I think
gas?
we're like one of the only states that do it. I have no. I don't understand why. I guess it gives more people work. You know what I'm saying? But I think you get charged if you try to fill up your car. I don't know. I haven't done it because I'm spoiled. I'm just sit in the car and let him do it. He pumps my gas, so give
Man,
him the money. Here
I
you go.
yeah, I didn't even know they do that still. Like I always gotta go gas. Oh yeah, don't gas up when they're filling the tankers there. Don't gas up when the
Yeah.
tanker's filling it up because it's yeah. I don't know. Just always tell my son that like, hey, don't gas up. Uh, Burpee Yoga Uncle is asking if you use a regular camera or just a phone to do the filming. My other YouTuber says if you do a big setup, you get more free food. So you should go in with like full light crew, have like 10 guys following you, like with like a mic, you know, the
no,
mic guy like this.
no, it's just me and Henner mostly. But I've done food reviews by myself. So most of the time, if I have a GoPro, so I think that I started with the GoPro. I still have it, but then I graduated to the Sony ZV-1, which is a upgrade to the GoPro, which is more, has a 1-inch sensor. It's better lighting, better video quality. And then yeah, so I switch between that and the GoPro. I'll have the GoPro like set up on the table while we're eating, and then I'll use the Sony ZV-1 to like record ourselves. Like, what do you think of the food? And then you'll take a bite. Oh, it's pretty good. It's tasty, whatever. So that's how we usually do it. And sometimes if I run out of batteries, I also use my phone. Like I mix it in there. So you just take a video like this.
But you turn it right.
Yeah, of
My
course. You
daughter,
gotta
I'm like,
do it this way.
get the I'm like, go film me, because I need this. I'm like, and she's like this. I'm like, no, turn it, because it's like I've learned like you always gotta turn it.
I think because people are used to like video like this.
Yeah, and that's I guess that's the thing there. What was it, man? I was gonna say something. I have a Sony ZV-1. Do you
Okay.
have the shotgun mic? What do you use when you go out with a Sony ZV-1? Do you put the shotgun mic or do you have the other mic? Did you buy another mic or do you just run the
I
straight
think we
camera?
use a Joe. We have a Joby mic, Jobi, I think. So you attach it on the top, then you put it on your shirt, whatever, and then
So,
it's louder. It's better, especially when there's
yeah, so
music.
yeah, now we just got to figure out how to tune out the Taylor Swift stuff when it's playing in the place, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
like we were eating tacos and you can hear like Biggie Smalls in the background. Someone said in one of the comments says, "Hey, Biggie Smalls is playing." Like, how did you not get a copyright strike? I'm like, I don't know. It was just loud enough to be heard, but then I didn't get a copyright strike. I don't get it.
so yeah, I get next time borrow one of those crazy like Nikon, those like what Burpee said, DSLR, those really
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah.
You could tell like, oh my god, see that camera that guy has? That camera is $7,500. That lens is 12 grand. Because I used to take pictures, with a regular Canon, right? And then there's some lenses that are like we're looking like 5 grand on a lens, the super telephotos. And I used to use it, but mine wasn't. It didn't have the stability thing, so it wasn't full on like crazy expensive. But people, when I show up to take pictures, I used to do like sports photography. People were like, "Oh my god, look at that dude!" So you may get free food if you do that. But I guess so. You like with the ZV-1 is what I'm using right now. But what's sad is when I watch all my stuff, my laptop can't go any higher than 1080, right? So I try to shoot always in 4K just in case someone's ever gonna have like Android. I guess my iPhone. I guess I could watch at those high qualities. And you said you had an Android.
Yeah, I have a Galaxy Fold, I think it is.
Man, you know what? I don't know. As far as the camera quality, I mean, I love my iPhone and stuff. I have a 13, but I feel like the Android has a better like camera system and everything about it. And of course, like, um, do you use YouTube Create
For
for anything? Because it's a new thing. I know Entertainment when he was on, he was talking about like how he does shorts, right? And he's like, okay, so you need to keep it like 12 to 15 seconds. You get it catchy and have like some big bold text. And then if you have a chance, like there's YouTube Create. I guess I think eventually YouTube Create's gonna allow you to like do more AI stuff on shorts and like kind of help people make shorts. Kind of like the other programs. It's there, but I can't get it for iPhone. I mean, I think you could get it on for sure on Android.
oh,
Is
I'll
that
check it out. I've
yeah,
been using Power
yeah,
Director to do my shorts, like
but
the
yeah, if you
same
guys
one that I
have,
use
I
for my
guess.
long form.
Hello, Harry. How's it going? Yeah, so I guess if you're an Android user, YouTube Create is another thing, and I think they're. I remember watching vidIQ. They were talking about YouTube Create's kind of changed the game and shorts and this and that, um, and I think it gives you more of a things. But I really like making shorts on the phone because there's so many things I haven't even touched like 10% of the effects you could use. Um, but usually
Yeah,
when I'm
and
doing a short, I'm like,
your phone is probably as strong as the camera as a DSLR, but DSLR is more
yeah,
professional.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could use it and stuff like that, but I there's times where I wish I had Android because I guess what YouTube is whatever they're affiliates of whatever Google or whatever, right? And they allow it for Android first. Let's see. But yeah, man, that's all the questions I have, man. I'm so glad that you came on.
Yeah,
Um,
no problem. This is fun.
Super fun. And then yeah, because I never really see the little red dot by your name. So like I only see like maybe like 4 or 5, maybe 6 people who have lives, and I kind of know when people have lives. But yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it's good that you have
glad you
like this.
came on.
It's good that you have this like community. Like when I first started, I also had a community, but a lot of them fell off. Like some of them just quit YouTube altogether. Some of them are like, you know what, it's not making me money, so they stopped it. So but I still keep in contact with them. But it's not for them. YouTube's not for them. So, but it's good to start off with a good community. Like I have a community of people that I still keep in touch since I started. There, there's like two people that were from my group a long time ago, and they hit the million club. I haven't reached them, but if you go look at my older videos, one was from Korea. She's a foodie. She used to leave comments on my videos, but now she's in the millions. I'm like, oh man, congratulations! But on a sea of like comments, she doesn't see it anymore. But she used to be very active. Another one was I don't know if you guys know Feed May May. She did boba reviews, like boba drinks, and she hit it big. She hit a million, but we all started, the same time. So it's kind of funny. People's journeys. Like some people would hit it, others will just take their time. You know, I think YouTube always says it's not a race. It's not a marathon. You just take your time. You grow at your own pace. You know. So I want to ask you, Bert, why did you start YouTube?
As a joke, man, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just try YouTube, see what. No, because February, right? So I have no idea. I mean, I was just sitting there and like I was watching my daughter and stuff, watching YouTube and TikTok, and just like I'm like, yeah, I was like, I think I was just joking around. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a YouTube channel so that you watch me and you can actually listen to what I'm saying. I think it is my exact words as a joke, right? And I was like, let me see how hard is it to start a YouTube channel? I'm like, man, it's pretty easy. Like, I started, and I'm like, now what do I put on here? Like, I don't know. Let me shoot it with my phone, and like, it was a joke at first, um, and then it was like I didn't even know what I was doing. Like for 2 months, and I met Allison Pro Jam, and I met like 5, maybe 7 or 8 people, and then of course there's people that drop off and they don't do it no more. Um, but then like the ones that kind of like helped me out. Allison Pro Jam, and I have like from Cheap to Chic, and then I have other people that came in that helped out, and it's just like it was a joke, but now it's like, oh my god, this is cool. Like it's cool. It's like okay, I got lives on this day and stuff like that, and it's um, and maybe I was lonely, man, because I would just sit at home and like sing karaoke by myself for a couple hours, and I do it like 3 times a week in my living room. I'll just be like singing songs on the karaoke by myself. No, by myself. I'm not even drinking alcohol or anything. I'm just because I don't drink. So I'm like, man, let me do something. So I was like, I'll do a music channel. So I don't think I have a niche or a niche, right? Like YouTube says you need to have one. I don't know if it, I don't know what I do. I mean, I just like how do we connect all these cool people together? That's what I do. And then like I'll put this out. I did a pet water fountain. I'll put music out. Sometimes I'll do cooking. Um, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I just like the connections with the cool
yeah,
people and getting them to like try to connect. Um, Yeah, I know. Getting some comments. So Rukoval says that I like Android phones better than I do iPhone for the same. Yeah, and I really think it's got better picture qualities. When I look at my friends' Androids, right? One, I grab it. I'm like, what do I do? How do I open this thing? What do we do with this? And, I think you guys have this. Like, is that Android? Where like, here's my password.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do this kind of thing. You're like, here's mine.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I just swipe up. Well, you guys are fancy. Like, you have some kind of
Security.
maze. You
It's
go.
all about security.
That was cool, right? And then they do that thing, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool but weird. And then I'm like, they give it to me, like, okay, now how do we take a picture with this thing? And then because I don't know, I get so used to the iPhone, but I can't switch it anymore. Um, I kind of want an Android, but I like my iPhone. I think I switched from BlackBerry to the iPhone, like I want to say iPhone 3 or 4, and I was like, took me like 2 weeks to figure that out, and I'm like, this is dumb. And I was like, oh my god, this is awesome, right? So yeah, that eventually maybe it be what it is. And I know there's like what the Google, there's a Google phone too. I don't know if it's any good. Not sure.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
I mean, I hope so, because like come on, Google. Then you have YouTube, and it's like it should like do its thing. Um, we all start zero. I don't want a million. So since so many are not engaged, yeah, that makes sense. So Adam is he was on earlier and he said, yeah, I don't want a million. Give me a good solid 5K, and that's all I need. I mean, you could like if you get 5K and you get, just to let you know, guys, when you do shorts and stuff, you gotta hit big. But I kind of do fishing with my shorts and see what I can come in. And if I get like 3 to 5 subscribers per day off shorts, and they're just pulling. And as they talk, I'm look who's and I look who is commenting big and who's commenting small. Yeah, like good times or good job. I'm like, this is probably not gonna be one. I try to fish right for that one. Let me see if I can get them to say a sentence. Let's start with this sentence, and then nothing comes back. I'm like, okay, the bait fell off, So like shorts are like fishing for me, and the goal is to if I get 3 a day, I want to try to at least get one to come bring back to the community and say, hey, come check out this place. But I don't ask people right away, hey, come to the community, go check it out.
Yeah, I think usually with I don't really know the algorithm to shorts. Sometimes they blow up, sometimes they don't. I don't know.
Yeah. And again, I mean, I've been trying. I was doing kind of well, and then I switched up. Man, I got to do the Christmas stuff, guys. Like I'm already started a monster, so I got 47 more Christmas shorts to do. No, I'll do it. It's easy. It's quick and easy. Like it takes me, like literally takes me a minute to make those little short videos from Filmora. Just pull. What song do I want to use? Transition. Put it out. Um, they're fun to make. But then, yeah. So, do you have another channel,
No,
or is
this is
this
it.
just?
This is it.
Is
This
it's
takes up
already?
too much.
It's a
Takes up too much time.
yeah. But yeah, I do think it's cool that you have your boys with you that when you go out, right? And
Yeah, it's
you kind
easy.
of
It makes it easier too, I think.
Yeah, so man, this has been cool. I know you're quite busy, dude. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on. Let me know when you do your next live. And guys, if you're not really connected yet with Pogiboy Productions, Vern, let me see if I could drop. Is there a way you could drop your link in the chat? I mean, I could do that. But
Let
is
me see.
Raph still here? Because if Allison Projam's here, he has my email here. Oh, it's tranquil. Going to use. Oh, I'm
Does
so
that work?
sorry.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Let's see. Did it drop? Oh, yes. All right, guys. So this is Vern of Pogiboy Productions. I'm glad he came and he was able to answer some of my questions on doing a food channel and stuff like that. Super awesome, supportive dude. I have to just drop a comment right here so that I could get to this so I can pin it. That's what I don't like sometimes. Like I want to pin a comment, but the heart emoji is blocking me from doing it. So yeah, Pogiboy Productions. This is Vern. His channel link is at the top of the chat, And yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on. And
No problem.
yeah,
That's fun.
and
If
yes,
you look back at
yeah.
if you look back at my channel, I think I did one live. I did it by myself. And you can see how awkward it is, and I'm like so shy. Like, guys, thanks for coming. It was just funny. I just looked at it. I'm like, oh my goodness. That was my first live.
When's the last time you did a live?
I think we did one when Mr. Beast was at American Dream Wall, and that got like people just kept coming into our chat. I'm like, oh my god, because people are looking up Mr. Beast. So I'm like,
Right.
wow, I got like I think I got like 1,000 people into my chat. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
But that is hard though. Like, cause just like, I think we were at like almost 30 at one point, like in the watching and chat. And when the chat goes, it like really goes like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
really quick.
I've seen that.
So,
I've seen that.
so I can imagine those 1,000 people or so that came. It's like, woo, like
It's
what is
like,
going on
I
here?
love Mr.
You can't.
Beast, and I'm like, oh my goodness, my phone was
It's like,
just like
okay,
I couldn't
one,
read it.
I'm not Mr. Beast.
I stopped reading it
Second,
afterwards.
yeah, I find out when you guys do the chat, like when you do a live, like the chat's important. And I apologize if I missed any comments and stuff like that, because I'm actually like I'm talking and interviewing, looking at questions and stuff, and I try to scroll back, but I can imagine if there was so many people. Okay, so yeah, John is a cool dude. He lives in Virginia. He's talking about someone in Barbados. Let me
Okay.
see. Look. Yeah, I'm just scrolling, but she has Google Photos album. Share that with me. I just saw the video from her 3 cats and okay. So yeah,
Cool.
there's a lot of people on here that I've connected with and oh you guys know how to like sort your notifications, right? Like just say you're subscribed to. I think I'm subscribed to maybe it's not 400. It's probably like 300 people, 301, and like say uh the top, it'll show everybody who's doing a live first, it'll be red. And then everybody else, like your most recent person you subscribe to. Like say for instance, Vern of Pogiboy Productions, that's at the very bottom. And all you really got to do is unsubscribe. I know that sounds weird, and subscribe right back, hit notification, and they end up right at the top. They'll be right under the people doing live streams. So like what I've been doing lately, and if you guys notice, like, oh my god, Bert's Beats has just subscribed to. Yeah, I did. I just unsubscribed and I moved you to the top of my notifications. And I've been doing that because like there's a lot of inactive people that like if I'm scrolling, I wanna be able to see the people that are active, meaning you're putting stuff out. And then that's
I
kind
think
of what I do.
you also get like those silent viewers, like people just watch your video, but they're not very interactive, but they are there watching you. So you do get those people too.
Yeah, I mean there are quite a bit, and there's times like I guess I've been a silent viewer for the modern day breakfast people who've been putting the tag on their
Yeah.
description because like as soon as I get to work, like as soon as I get in, I set up my laptop for school. I set up the other laptop and I log in as my son. It's called I Saw It First. That's like my support channel that I run all day and I just click on it and I let the long form play. I mean, I'm not saying anything because I can't like can't really do YouTube at work, but it's there playing like silently viewing videos. And yeah, one. You can watch a friend's video 5 times. You could give them 5 views um, in a day. You can watch only yourself only once. So that's the one thing I was like, oh yeah, it does work. But then it's gonna be crazy if you just did that to your thing. You have like 20,000 views, but you have like
I
12
think
likes.
I think YouTube watches that. Like you're not supposed to watch your
Yeah,
video. You're not. I mean, you can watch it once, but if you
yeah,
keep,
once.
they'll know like if you're trying to get those numbers. They have a way. And
They do. I believe if they're gonna like be ticky tacky about 2 seconds of a Taylor Swift song playing, and they're like, hey, no, you can't be doing that. Like, yeah, they're gonna say, hey, this is what is it? Your your computer
yeah,
number is IS
ISP, yeah, your ISP.
IS. Yeah, So when I'm watching the playlist and I'm like, I can see it playing in this my peripheral, and I'm like, okay, that's me singing. I try to like scroll it out and like, go ahead and move that away because I don't want to give myself a view of those things every single day. Because the views, what I try to do is I try to do for every view I try to get a comment. So if I got 100 views, I want 100 comments. But the likes part is the hard part, and if you guys probably been seeing me put like number 36. I'm not trying to be
Like,
bot like a bot, but I
yeah,
put it out just to say, hey, I'm your 36 like, just for me to remember to put it. Sometimes I forget, and just putting it out there like, hey guys, we gotta like each other's videos somehow. Um,
yeah, those
I
likes
did a short that
definitely help.
said they do, and then yeah, like I forgot who we were talking to with these with the group here, and it's like once your thing gets 50 likes, then YouTube pushes it out. Then I think there's another increment, it pushes it out again, and it gets this, and once it gets to 1,000, it uh keeps it out there. Like especially the shorts, it'll keep it out there forever almost. Like my Rolling Stone one's been out for 3 months, and it's pulling in 5, 6 views an hour still. I'm like, okay, whatever's happening, just let that do its thing. So the likes
Yeah,
help out.
yeah, like Burpee Yoga says, evergreen videos. Those are the videos that have no comments, but people just watch it anyway. You just keep getting views.
Yeah, that those are cool. And I've had that one doing it, and then for some reason my handlebar video is just like doing it now. Like, dude, I put this out like 2 months ago or a month, and it got like 90 views. Like, why only now are you trying to do all this? Right? Like, okay, I'll
You'll be
take it, but
surprised.
like, yeah, so I'm probably not gonna try to delete any shorts, even if it's past the 3 month shelf life, right? Because there's a shelf life. I'm like, really, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna get 10 million views within the 3 month time frame, right? But it
Do you
will
have
probably pull people in.
do you have any shorts that are consistently still getting views or no?
I do. I actually have the Rolling Stone one, and I have one with my dog, and then yeah, I have the Rolling Stone one, which is like almost like 35,000 views or something like that. And then one with my dog that's just like it's doing something. It's not doing a lot, but it's continuously doing it. And that handlebar one where the dog's on the turtle, it's like it just came back and it's just like, okay, all right, this whatever sounds cool. Yeah, how about you? Do you have like one of those things that like your older stuff? Is they're just are they just giving you? Oh,
Yeah.
like a long form. What's the shelf life on your long form videos? Like when does it just like it's doing something cool and all of a sudden it just goes? Shoo.
Um, that's a good question. I haven't really looked at it, but the one the one popular video we have, Super Funland, New York City. That was the museum. It has sex in it, so I'm guessing that's why people click on it a lot. Has almost 21K views. So I guess it depends on the topic. People are more interested. And then my Korean barbecue, people love meat, so that's also getting some traction.
That is true because I've done cooking on my skillet and I was like, boom, like a couple thousand views. I was like, what? But it was a short.
Yeah.
I think I did my film the barbecue once, and like people do like to see meat and stuff being cooked. It's like one of those satisfying things. But let's see. Yeah,
Nice
those
meeting
shorts
you
don't make
too.
money. Yeah, that's Brook of all. And then we got no offense to Mr. Beast fans, but the dude over edits his videos to death. I think he has a team too, right, Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Um, I used to watch like early before I even did YouTube. I was like, I'd watch it. And I was like, dude, Alexa, my daughter, you're like, look, this dude's gonna give these people $10,000 each. He's like, oh yeah, and I'd watch it like, okay, oh, that's a lot of money, like he does outlandish, like really weird, off the wall things. We're gonna have all these people stay here and like touch this thing, and whoever gets this thing, you get this amount of money. Have you ever participated in when you touch a boat or a car, last hand standing wins it? Has anybody in the chat ever been part of that? Like you go to an event and it's like you touch the car with your right hand, and the last person to not touch it gets to keep the car or the boat.
I've heard
You been
that.
part of that?
I've
You
not
have you
been part
seen
of it.
one?
I've seen
I, I've
Mr.
s-
Beast video.
They have those. They have those on Guam. I remember before I left, they'd have it every year in front of the Goodwill donation center, and there was like 3 boats, and I'm like, I watched like 20 minutes. I was like, ah, it's gonna take a while. Uh, I don't think I could do it. But what's up, David? Guitar off the cuffs. Yeah, so I got Vern of Pogiboy Productions on here, and I noticed I saw Fong. Uh, do you know Fong? Vern? Fong's
I think
foodie.
so.
He Yeah,
You like
he's
food?
super cool. He cooks. Cool friend from California. He does a lot of cooking stuff, but he puts a lot of shorts out, like different types of like drinks and stuff. He has the same camera that we do, but he is one of the early people I met. So Allison Pro Jam Fong I met early on, talking about like February sometime. But very cool guy. I know he's just coming off work right now. Uh, and let's see. Pass the water into some more. Oh, let me see. There was this thing. But yeah, man, I didn't want to take too much of your time. I mean, if you want to hang out still, is fine. But like, really, thank you for coming on, man. So if you have to go or anything, that's fine. Because I'm gonna
I'm
kind
good.
of go back up.
I'm fine.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. I didn't know what kind of schedule you had going on, but let me see if we got. I saw someone
Let me see if
drop.
I could get some people in here live. Hold on.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, John, I'm gonna check it. Okay. Let me go to this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and share what John he was talking about. I think it was Barbados. Let me see. Fancy Festival. This is what it's all.
Are you in
Oh yeah, that was his.
do you have any other like social media like Instagram or TikTok
I
or
have
whatever?
TikTok, but I hardly ever use it.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, I hardly ever like. I mean, I'll put things out every once in a while, but I think with my TikTok, I just don't know how to tag it, and it's just I don't have time, and
Oh yeah.
I get sidetracked. Like I start watching stuff. I'm like, oh my god, hey, you get out of here. You can get stuck. So what's that?
I've been just
Um,
using it. I've been using it to promote my channel. So
yeah, I don't. I don't remember anyone saying, "Hey, I come and I saw you on TikTok." I came from TikTok, but
yeah,
you know,
it's a different platform. So, but it doesn't
it
hurt.
is. I mean, every once in a while, but then I think I'm kind of cool with with my analytics and stuff like that. Let me see if I can share it. So I don't want to grow too fast because I don't know if I can keep up. Like I really don't want to like wake up and have a bunch of people and like I'd have to like get to know them and stuff like that. For me, it takes time to get to know people, and that's the only way to do it through time, right? Um, so I'm not really looking for crazy amounts. Like I don't want to put something in TikTok and like, oh my god, I got 50,000 people, and now like I got 2,000 people up on here, and they're not watching me. Is it going to screw with my analytics? I don't know. I don't know if it does. I'm not even sure, but I worry. And again, I'm like you, man. I'm kind of an introvert when it comes to. I mean, I don't like going to the mall. I don't like going in crowds too much, um, because I don't feel a connection when I go to the crowd. It just feels like people are just doing their own thing. I like small settings where I can actually feel the energies of people. If you get what I'm saying, you could feel like the connections.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess that's just me. Not that I don't like people. I'd rather be at home. Um, and for me, I guess doing YouTube is enough because talking to people here about different things. So let's see. Oh, you know what you guys could do? You could take old shorts and just cut it up and make it into a new short, which is kind of weird.
I haven't
It's
tried
what I
that.
did because yeah. Okay, so here, okay, let me show you something. When I first started YouTube, right, I put shorts out and I get like 30 views, and I'm like, oh my god, I think that's good. 30 views. I didn't know nothing. I was like, okay, 30 views, 30 people watch this, cool. And then like one of my very first ones that kind of took off, right, was this one right here. I called it skateboarding with lollipops, right? So it got like a couple thousand. And so today I was just eating my fried rice. I made spam fried rice, and I just cut it up. I changed the title, I changed the music behind it, and like cut it to 12 seconds. And okay, 1.5K views and stuff, 51 thumbs, which is pretty good. But I basically took this one and I cut it, put new music, and it started doing stuff. And it looked like I pulled 2 subs from that. So hopefully I don't get a bunch of skaters like, oh man, you're a skater. Like, I'm not really skate. I can skateboard, but yeah. So that's kind of what it did. It's doing cool, and then boom. Most of them do that. It's almost like it reaches a point and it says, "Nah, you don't get that extra." It doesn't keep going. But you were asking which ones do. This one right here, no handlebars. I don't even know why that one. But what's crazy is the one that usually does good is that Rolling Stone one. When other things are happening, that one just doesn't do anything. And once nothing's happening, it comes back like, here I am again. Here's your 7 views every hour. So it's very weird. Hey, good night, Angela. But yeah, I cut a short from long time ago, added new music to it, shortened it up, changed the title, and yeah, because I was bored. I wanted to see. I was looking through my phone. I was like, let me see what I could do with that. So that's my skateboarding with lollipops. This is one of the very first videos I kind of put on YouTube. I'm trying to think. How do you do anything? Like you play basketball? Do you play? Because like I used to play when my back hurts. Do you play
Yeah,
in like a league over there?
yeah. I'm in an old man's league, so it's a bunch of
They
older
must
people.
have, and they're Filipinos, right?
Yep.
They have that everywhere then. Because in Texas, right when I came out with my friend, I was staying with him. He's like, all right, we're going to play basketball. And I'm like, okay, we're going to play basketball. We're just a league. And you're going to play in the old man league. Because I was old at that point. And it's like, all Filipino dudes. They're like, dude, all these Filipino guys, this is cool. It's almost like everywhere. I follow this person, and he's in Saudi Arabia. I guess he drives trucks or whatever. And they have leagues out there. Because we like basketball.
They do.
So is that league like year round?
Yeah. We just started, so should be a couple months.
So out of everybody in your group, who's the best basketball player? You mentioned 3 of them, right? Is Henry the best, or
Romeo is the best player.
has he been on the camera though?
Last time he was on when we ate Cuban food. It was the last time he was there. I think it was Cuban food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. So you need more hours. Run silent 9-hour live stream and help your channel get 2,000 in 1 month. Oh yeah, so there is silent lives. I've done that. I guess not really. Yeah. Oh, speaking of silent lives, guys. Hey, what's up, Southern boys? Man, let me make sure everybody has a thing. So after this live stream, Renee of Rascal and Lucy is gonna have. I guess we'll call it a silent live. It's gonna be music with a live. I've done that where I'll play the playlist and I'll chat with people. Where meaning I don't have to talk. You're just playing like a playlist or something you've created for a long period of time, and you let that just play out. And it's almost the same as doing a live. So, like if you took every single one of your videos, make a playlist, and just played it, and then people came and you chatted with them, that too is a live. But you can't do it off like regular YouTube. You kind of have to use like StreamYard or one of these other things where you can basically have to share the screen, not pop on and just push play and then hop on the chat and. So I guess that's what a silent live is. And I've seen silent lives where you go on and it's like a wall. I'm like, what am I watching here? It's a wall. But people are chatting. I'm like, what are they looking at? But I'm like, okay, let me pop out of here. Because I like to just go to random lives and just see what's going on. So yeah, so the boys, thank you for coming. I believe I gave you a wrench here. Let's see. Let's see if so you leave it out here pointing at something, even a blank wall, like what Burpee Uncle has said. It's a silent live. Running a playlist no work because YouTube will stop your hours after a few video, but on a silent, it's if it's 9 hours, YouTube will count it all 9 if you run it, and it's okay. I get it. I guess that does make some type of sense. So that's why I guess people run like a wall or whatever it is.
The
But
white
lives
wall video.
are the way to do it. I will, Adam. I also, any of you guys, like, I encourage you to do a live, because I'm gonna pop. I try to pop into everybody's live that I know, and I'll stay and I'll chat. So if it's gonna be a wall, or if you guys want to shoot dirt or the grass, I mean, if I'm there and I can talk to you, then we're good. Like, I'll go and, like, is anybody here? I think I went to one the other day, like, someone put, is anyone here? I'm like, yeah, is anyone here? And then I'll wait. No one's here. Then I'll kind of just like walk away and let it play. So, and when I go to lives, I go with two. I'll go with my channel, and I'll go with my son's account on the Mac. So I'm like, usually I'll come with two, and if I really have to, I'll like comment with both, like on both, and then if I really need to, if it's lacking thumbs, like if I go to live and I don't see more than 10 thumbs, I'll give a like from me, Bert's Beats, a like from my second channel, which is only one video, Bert's Beats support channel, and then I thought first. So you get 4 thumbs, and I'll make sure, like, I can only watch from 2, but I can give you 4 thumbs. Which is, I guess, it's good. I wish I could watch all 4, but I only have 2 computers to run, right? So you are supports like who run 9 hours. That is okay. So yeah, I think at this point, how many,
Watch
man?
time was my hardest.
Yeah, okay. So you got the 1,000, right? Backtracking on, like, it wasn't that long. It was less than a year. You got your 1,000. When did you finally get the 4,000 actual hours?
Once I hit 2,000 plus subs, I think.
Oh, so yeah, okay. So, like,
Yeah, because I didn't do any
that's,
lives. That's the thing. I was working on videos, and took
yeah.
longer.
That, and that's, I wish I could go back in time, right? And just say, okay, I'm gonna do lives. But then, if I did, then I would only have 2 or 3 people coming in. There were times it was just me and like Allison Pro Jam, and we're just talking to each other, and maybe someone else, and then people popping in and out. But lives are definitely the way to go. Let me show you something real quick. And I encourage everybody, do a silent live or do whatever it is. At 8 o'clock, Renee's gonna have one. I'll drop her link. Actually, it's in my community page, and it's basically music she created. There you go. You could, I'm gonna probably let my Mac run that, like, as long as let it run overnight, because I like to, try to support friends, and I have an open computer that I can let do overnight, um, if I have to, and I usually try to swap out. But let me see, what am I looking at? Okay, so here's why lives are super important. All right, so on here, I've done, let's see, how many lives have I actually done? I've done many, I don't know, 30, 62. I've done 62 lives. The first 20 are horrible. Uh, I'm not saying this one is great, but already, I'm not gonna even look at this yet, the one that's running. But on Sunday, I was on for 2.5 hours, right? So here's why you kind of want to do lives. Slow computer, come on now. You need to show people something cool. Or maybe it's not. But it's run 3 hours. But since I uploaded it, it's almost 50 hours. I mean, that's a lot. 50 hours for me, I think 50 hours is a lot. I gained 1 sub, but almost every one of them is around the 50-hour range now. And those things add up, because, like, I might be 1,000 within the next couple of weeks, but that's not what I'm looking at. If I actually hit my I have a long way to go. Pick up my earn. I only have 2,125 actual, like, hours. So that's probably what, maybe another 25, 30 lives or something. I don't know. So the lives are the place to go. And it could be silent. So, and I've seen people popping on, attempting lives, and then sometimes, hey, what's up, Callie and Jordan? Sometimes I share it, right? Like Vern, you could have like streamed this out to your thing, but that takes a lot of like upfront planning. Hey, by the way, I'm going to be on this thing. I'm going to go check this out, and we're going to live stream out. And you like with the StreamYard that I have 10 people, there could be 10 on the panel, but I don't want to do that because it's too much to handle. But you could stream this out to your channel, and it'll be alive. And if you did that, I might have to go like have my live open, your live, and I kind of watch. We try to make people jump. And I've done that with 4, and I was like, oh my god, it's too hectic. But you could stream out, have someone come on. You could, if you're worried about showing your face, you could just talk like this. I don't want to show my face, but hey man, this is my flag. How's it going? You don't have to show
I
your
see.
face. Yeah, I've seen this done before, like where it's just a live and the person is talking like that. But the thing is, like, that's cool because I'm gonna chat with them. Oh man, let me turn my mic. There, hello, how's it going? But yeah, what's up, Annabelle? Okay, Callie, 30 now. Oh, okay. Let's see. I got 32 thumbs, which is pretty cool. So yeah, when was the
32.
last time you did your live?
I think the last time was Mr. Beast.
Well, how far was that? Like, how long ago was that?
Probably over the summer. Maybe. Let me see. It's a good
Wow.
question.
What are you gonna? Are you planning
It
on
was,
doing
it was
one or?
it was 1 year ago.
Oh my gosh!
They had
I guess you're
1,500 views.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good because like with my lives, it doesn't really crack like 200, but then I mainly try to see if people could like come on and connect, right? So for instance, if I want to go through here, the main reason why is like, okay, so Annabelle Atwood is a new friend to the community. She takes care of her son Dom. Catatainment was on with me last live. His name's Adam. Super helpful and creative person. Then Burpee Yoga Uncle is also new, guys. If you and I think with these wrenches, I know people are going and they're connecting as we're here. Then I got Callie and Jordan squad. Like so it's I like it where they can come and they can connect with each other and stuff. And I'll eventually see them on like, okay, cool. And I've learned because I don't want to go to YouTube comment jail. If I see Pogi Boy comment on like Annabelle's video, I'm not gonna even say, hey, what's up, Vern? How's it going? Because I've done that a couple times and it's like YouTube, no, you're in jail for 1 hour, 1 day. So like I used to always try to do that, and yeah, YouTube doesn't like that. It'll put a 24-hour block on your comment status. That's the first time I was like, what did I do? I wasn't even doing anything. Then I started hashtagging I'm your number something something. I was using that as a number sign. I think I did that 8 times, and I was like, comment jail. Sorry, 24 hours.
Comment jail.
Yeah, have you ever been in YouTube comment jail where you can't comment anymore?
I think it
Like for
happened
1 day.
once. It happened once.
Do you remember
Did you
which
ever?
day?
How about Did you ever have the problem where you couldn't add people?
Oh, you could only have 2,000.
Nah, you could add more. Once you hit that certain limit, you could. I don't think it matters anymore. But there was when you're growing, there was a time where I couldn't add people on subscription. I'm like, what's going on here? But I think it's because it's the number of subscribers you have. I think the more you get, like right now, I could just hit subscribe on somebody and it works. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So like I was under the
I think
impression that
I
because
think there's a limit. Like, yeah, you're not
I
supposed to
think
use the words sub sub. YouTube doesn't like
for
that.
sure I've used that a couple of times. Like you kind of want to say a new friend. Friend's fine. I watched a person. They got blocked because they were called. They were saying, "Well, take care, brother," and they use that as a term of like endearment, right? And they're like blocked because of that. So there's words that they don't like. Bot like work. I don't even know. Stuff you don't use. You don't want to be commenting on top of another person's comment too much because I've done that, and then yeah, I've done it 4 times, and it's what's always weird. It's always on a Friday, like for me. And what's crazy is Saturday's my makeup day because I notice a lot of my friends they don't post too much on a Saturday, so I can come back and make up. But in order to get through that, I made my own support channel, right? BertsBEATS support, so I can I could still watch, but then um, I have to make sure if I sub to Vern Pogiboy, I gotta make sure I sub also in my support channel just in case I go to jail again. I guess that's what's happened when you comment so much throughout the whole day, right? It's like, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm commenting. Like, you're not good for the community. Like, I am good for the community. I know this person. What are you talking about? And they don't give you when you they put you on that. They don't give you like any way to like, hey, I'm not doing anything. Well, I mean, you could email them, right? Did you, or did you just let it be?
I just let it be.
Yeah, and I know there's people who have actually emailed back and screenshot, and it's like, hey, well, this is what I was doing. What are you talking about? And I think the people that did say that they didn't get any message back about whatever. Um,
Yeah, they're
but
very
it's
strict
been
on the. They don't like the sub for sub, or
yeah.
YouTube's very
So
strict on that.
yeah, that I mean, I sub them and they don't sub you back. Yeah. And so what I do is I kind of I clean out my notifications and put the new people. I'll put the new people on top. The ones that are all I know I'm gonna have to make sure I check. And then sometimes the notification don't work. There may be a time like I go and I look and by your name there won't be that little blue dot. And I'm like, okay. And then I go back and I'm like, hey, this dude hasn't posted. Boom. I missed 2 videos. What are you talking about? Where's the blue dot? You know, sometimes it just don't show. I don't know why. How's it going, Judy? Yeah, so there it's got it's I guess ups and downs. Hey, you know when you were doing your before you were hitting the 1,000, right? Was there a point where you're like, I don't know if I can do this YouTube thing?
No, I just kept going with it because I like editing videos. It's something that I like to do.
That I think that's like me. I'm stubborn. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out. I mean, I don't think we'll ever figure out analytics because really, it's thinking on another level. Maybe if you're into numbers, you see numbers in your head, you could probably okay. What you need to do is keep your videos at 7 minutes and 3 seconds and 43 and 42 hundredths of a second, and then you're gonna have pink over here. Um, yeah, but I love editing videos, and I love the challenge of trying to figure out okay, how do I do this? How do we do that? And then
Same. I'm the
uh,
same thing.
and I'm like, I never get discouraged because I've only had one or two like really like okay, that's a dumb comment. But again, I put something dumb out, like the hot dog going down the street. These are wieners. I'm like, okay, that's on me because I put that out. I asked for that. Like I had that truck with it looked like hot dogs, right? So these wieners. And it's like it's going to your mom's house. I'm like, oh gosh, okay, that's where I'm going. That's what we're doing. But that's on me because I actually brought that topic up, right? So it was one of those that was blocked. I blocked inappropriate ones, and I click it every once in a while because just to see if anybody is getting blocked or whatever. So far so good. I'm not getting any really crazy comments. Do you get crazy comments on yours?
I got
I
lots of
mean,
crazy. I get lots of crazy comments. I've gotten some hate comments, but you just say, "Hey,
wow.
thanks for viewing," or I give them a like because
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what Alison Projams like would say. Like he just likes say thanks for coming or whatever.
yeah, or
But
I just give them
like
I give them a heart.
yeah, because if I visit your videos late, meaning it's been out for 10 hours or more, right? And I visit, there's like comments already like, oh, I don't even check. It's like you're gonna break my scroll button if I checking. There's so many comments, so I can imagine with that many, you could. And do you hold inappropriate or you just keep all comments?
I keep it all. I keep it in there.
So you click the setting where it says every comment, no holds barred, don't hold for
Yeah,
inappropriate.
usually I just heart, unless it's someone I know. I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Thanks for watching," or they're
Yeah.
really engaging. So I go, "Oh, thanks for watching the video. I'm glad you enjoyed it."
Okay, so what is this? Described in my okay. Wait, let's see. So tar off the cuff. Let me go back. I put subscribe to my comments on the first video I watched on the channel when I start. I do it because I want the person to know that they're working good. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
and there's different things we put there. Hey, good night, Annabelle. Thank you for coming.
Hey, did you know when
Yeah.
you shoot a video and then you say the word subscribe? Make sure you subscribe to my video. It starts to animate down there, the subscribe button. Did you know that?
Oh, I did. Okay.
Or it says,
What is?
drop me a like, and the like button, I think,
Yeah,
starts to
it
move.
does. It
Yeah,
does that.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, what's it? But again, there's like when you're doing that, there's a lot going on. Like there's a lot of movement, right? So I'm like, I guess we're so used to seeing the subscribe button pop up, right?
I think
It's like,
YouTube just added that where if you say the word subscribe, it starts to animate down below. It's pretty cool.
oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
so that's nothing you did on your part.
Nah, it's a YouTube thing. I think they just
Oh,
added it recently.
I've I don't think I think out of all the stuff I've done, I don't think I've said it. I probably only said it twice. I always forget. Like, hey, don't forget to. I put it there. Like after I'll play, and after like 11 to 12 seconds, I'll make the thumbs up animation and pop down, subscribe. But I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna say, hey guys, what do you think about subscribing to my channel? Just subscribe. Did you do this thing like that?
It starts to animate. The subscribe button animates.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Write that. Okay. So do you have to physically put the subscribe there as you're doing
No, you have to
all of
say it.
that?
I think
That's
you just say, "Oh, make sure you guys subscribe down below," and then it'll animate. I think it's like 5 minutes. You can't keep saying subscribe, subscribe. It gives you like 5 minute intervals. Yeah, it's gonna keep
okay.
animating.
I don't really say it, but I'm gonna say it on the next. I don't even know what next video I'm gonna do. I'll probably do a music one, but I'll say it just to say it.
Yeah, I saw. I think I saw one of the YouTube gurus was saying it. He says, "Hey, did you know if you say the word subscribe, it starts to animate down below?" I'm like, "Oh, let me check it out." And I seen it. I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." So I'm gonna start doing that. So if people aren't subscribed yet, they'll see that move. You'll see that button move. And be like, "Oh, they probably give them a chance to subscribe."
If you watch, okay, so John, right? Swartzik from Shenandoah, super down to earth, awesome person. It's all just shot. Um, no edits and things, but which is it's cool. There's times where it doesn't need edits, right? Uh,
Yep.
but the way my brain is, it's like I gotta edit this. I gotta edit. I just have like this craziness that like let me edit this and look at that because I do it for my school. I have to make videos, right? We do projects and things, right? And I have to document what we do. And I have to like cut things and I put it there. And what song do you want me to put here? I asked the kids, okay, I'm gonna put that instrumental NBA Young Boy. So I've already were like editing all day long, prepping stuff. So but there's things that like doesn't really need too much of an edit. Especially if you're doing nature, right? And showing I know National Parks Princess, there's hardly much edits because it's just we want to show nature, we want to see um, you know, the animals and stuff like that with cats. So yeah, this is actually pretty good. I don't edit my life. Why would I edit my videos? And again, that's I follow many channels, and you know, there's things that don't need edits, and of course, there's other things that like you need lots of edits. Like with me, when I put out music, I got to edit this. I got to like because the dog was barking in the background. Oh my god, this is off key. So let me try to adjust the pitch. I don't even know how to do it, but I try. Uh,
I
so
do the
it's
same thing.
like
I edit the hell out of my video.
and I think it's me, you know, because I am kind of introverted and I am kind of like I guess insecure some points on what I'm putting out. Um, and I kind of just I need to learn how to edit this. Let me do this because of maybe insecurities I might have had. But now I don't really care anymore. I just put whatever. I try to make it clean as possible. Make it shout out who I need to shout out. And I actually enjoy doing the edits, but I do enjoy watching stuff unedited. Um,
I know a
mine, do
couple.
you? Do,
I know a couple of YouTubers that don't edit their videos. They just like they're walking channels, so they walk all over New York, New Jersey. All they do is just walk and then let the sound of the city and the people like kind of do all the talking for you. It's pretty cool.
yeah,
I mean, it's different. That's how they edit their videos. Straight up, just walking around and showing different parts of the city. So those are animated.
yeah, and I truly I don't know if you watch like the old History Channel.
Yeah.
Old. I like history, but I love the old history channel where it's just not too much things going on and stuff like that. Now there's no history channel. It's like, what are we watching? Where's the historical stuff, right? Now it's like pure edited stuff. But I appreciate like, okay, if you're gonna tell me a story about this, like let's just keep it as clean as possible with the message coming across, without all the fancy like. And I get it. The edits and flashing lights and transitions, those are for the. I'm okay not to have it, but I do know that the society now, like especially my students, I can't just make regular PowerPoint. Like by the way, see this right here. This is like Gettysburg. See that? I can't just show them a picture. I have to like click it and like, ooh, it does something cool. With the sound.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
they get it. I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's the same thing. What's the difference? All it was a little swirly motion and the sound because they do TikTok and they do YouTube Shorts. So it's like, I guess I'm okay because in order to reach my students, I really seriously have to edit my material when I present it because I don't want them to be like, you need to like change the colors, flashing light bulb, doing stuff like that in order to hold the engagement. Because I think the younger generation, it used to be 15 minutes. Then a couple years ago, it was 8 minutes. And I read this thing, it's probably less than 3 minutes. And it might even be less than that. Like the attention span of a high school kid down, it's probably less than a minute.
Yeah.
Like
So that's where you
little spurts.
gotta catch their attention right away. Like boom. You know.
Yeah, and I've noticed like you could tell when you lost them. It's really after a minute you're talking, you go.
Yeah.
Then I stop and I talk about something fun. Hey, by the way, did you see? Do you know it's getting cold outside? Yeah, let's go. But it's gonna be warm this weekend. And then you kind of reel them back in with something different.
Yep.
Then I go, by the way, and check this out here. And it's like 1 minute, and then I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, hey, we have 12 more days till Thanksgiving break. Man, what are you guys gonna do? It's like one of those things you can't just straight on just talk about material, um, which is cool for me because like I mean, just trying to make things work. So as a teacher, it's hard. You
Yeah.
can't
I hear
just go.
you.
And I used to be able to like when I first started talk for 40 minutes, like lecture about something, and they're on there like listening. At least they're looking at you and stuff, that kind of thing. Now it's like they can't help but like look down or play with something or say something. Like okay, I'm done. I can't listen anymore. So it's really seriously shrunk down as far as the attention span,
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
which is it's weird. It's weird. Um, and I can pay attention, even though I have ADHD, right? Um, I've learned to pay attention even with ADHD. I used to get in trouble, but I when I'm doing stuff, I basically write. I have two notebooks, and if I'm not writing, I'm doodling, just so I can still be able to, connect and stuff.
Yep.
I go through like a notebook a week, and when I go look through it, it's a lot of it's just like lines, a note. I'm like, oh my god, who did this? Who was here sitting here writing all this stuff? But it's just like I guess my coping mechanism to pay attention, right?
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. Yeah, so you know what? That might be a good hashtag. Wouldn't that be a good challenge? Unedited challenge.
The
Just
unedited.
put straight up.
No
I've
music.
done that. Well, you like just straight up like let's put this out. I've done that um once. When I sing, right? When I sing a song, I'll do it once, twice, 3 times, sometimes four. If I don't really know how the tune goes, I'll practice it. But I was saying only once where I just like, hey, I'm gonna record this and that's it. And I think I was on the live stream and I did "Wake Me Up When September Ends." As this is what I'm going with. This is what I mess it up. It's gonna be what it is. So that like it was just sung once, right? And then I didn't really edit it down. I did edit some of the transitions, but I tried to leave that as is. Here it is on the live stream. But yeah, that's it. It was hard. What's up, Real Squirrel? Guys, if you're just popping on, this is Vern from Pogiboy Productions. I was asking a bunch of questions about doing a food review channel and things like that, and how he does YouTube. Uh, Man, Real Squirrel has quite a bit of subscribers, and she does like she goes into like Goodwills and thrifting, and then she resells the stuff. It's actually pretty cool stuff. Um, and she's with things, and Judy doesn't really have a channel, but super supportive, tranquil. He is living, I believe, Louisiana. She has cat videos, and it's a lot. It's a lot of just clean nature videos where the cat's going wrong, and I like watching those. It's a break from what when I watch things, edit, and flashing stuff. So I like all different types of things here. And then I don't know if you know guitar off the cuff, David. Plays video games, but he plays a lot of guitar.
Okay.
Really different cool stuff. Like, okay, that's cool. I don't like the new music today with all like the effects and things like that. Like the rap now, it's like I don't know. I
It's
don't know
different.
about. It's too repetitive of this, and it's like I've heard that beat before, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like what are you talking about? Like you're talking about doing this and that and this and that. Like really, that's not like that's so unrealistic what you're trying to say, right? Like, but that's what like the kids like listening to. It's like, okay, I mean, Easy E and stuff that is kind of weird, but it was still somewhat believable,
Yep.
somewhat,
Yep. Yep.
So, and it's improv. Yeah, what's cool is it's improv. Like his stuff, he just gets an idea, pops it in, just starts jamming some music, and I'm like, hey man, I could get down with that. Because there's times I'm just sitting at home and I'm like, let me try some. I used to play guitar, and sometimes I'll like, let me try this song. It's like, oh man, that's a weird song. I don't even know how key it goes. Like I'll sing country music. I'll sing some. I tried Shania Twain once. I'm like, nah, I don't know about all that. I did some Britney Spears. I'm like, I just, how would it sound if I sang this low? So I do like the improv stuff. Uh, Recorded on an iPhone, split the audio from video, and then created a new video, edited. Yeah, and I was just talking about you could take your old long form content and chop it, make it shorts. I'm thinking about getting a bunch of my shorts and dropping them to make a long form, uh, just to see how hard that would be to edit.
Yeah, I might try that too. I have a couple long form videos I want to do shorts.
Yeah, because I was talking to Catatainment Adam on the last one. I'm literally out of content from my old stock videos on my phone, but I have a lot of short content that I can cut. So I'm like, let me try, which I did. I put that skateboarding video and it's like, okay, it does work. You just chop it, change it, do some things, and make it something new. So if you have 100 videos, you do have content. You could pull it and make something from it, I guess, right? Hey man, what's the weirdest thing you ate?
Oh, we ate what did we eat? We ate an octopus that was moving around. It's dead. It's like I think it's because of the soy sauce. It makes it wiggle, so it looked kind of weird. We did the video on that. It's one of our earlier videos.
Oh yeah, but because it's the soy sauce makes it was it
It makes
retract or it pulls it
yeah.
back? Like it.
So it moves. It's dead, but I think it's like I don't know what it is, but it's moving. It was just weird. So we put it in our mouth, and you could feel it wiggle a little bit. But it was. I mean, it's octopus.
I like octopus, right? I like to cut it and pickle it. Have you tried ghost pepper?
Nope, I have not tried that. But we did eat something similar. The world's hottest taco. We had to sign a waiver and everything. Took one bite,
Okay,
and
so
that
what
was
did the
it.
waiver say? If you go to the
Because we're
hospital,
not
we're not responsible.
we're not responsible if you eat it or something happens to you. Pretty much. So
Oh, okay. So Katie, I think Katie Shopping is also she's Filipino too. Do you like dinagoan?
yes, you like it?
Do you?
You like vinegar?
It's okay. I mean, it's not
It's
my
all right.
favorite.
It's all right. Yeah,
My son used to love it. And you want to explain what dinagoan is to our friends here?
it's chocolate. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's what I told my son. It's chocolate. You're gonna like salty chocolate. He's like,
Well, that's what I used to
okay.
tell my. I had a friend. He's not Filipino, and he kept telling me, he goes, "What is that?" I go, "It's chocolate. Try it, chocolate." But it's actually, for those who don't know, it's pig's blood.
Yeah.
You gotta try it though.
So
It's not bad.
did it go on, and it's basically and they cook it. So yeah, I don't the transferring of all of it. It's pig's blood, but it's boiled, right? Or fried.
I don't know. I don't know how to make. I don't know how to cook.
Well, every time I ate it, I never died because I know you're not supposed to eat pig
Yeah, I'm alright.
that's not cooked. You're
Yeah,
gonna die if you eat chicken that's uncooked. You know, you may live the first, second, third, fourth. Maybe when you get salmonella, you probably die. But you're not supposed to have like that. But it's like it's cooked, but it's basically the blood of a pig, and then you kind of pour it on your rice and eat it with other things.
yep,
Um,
yep.
and yeah, my
Balot.
son used to
How
love
about
it.
balot?
Oh, that one I think people know of. I don't like that.
I tried it once. It's not for me either.
I would try something once. No, sir. It's duck, right? Duck egg,
Yeah,
and it's the egg the it's already like about to hatch, but then they stop the process. They put it in, and then you
yep,
eat the
yep.
stuff.
And it depends on. Sometimes you get a one that's not fully formed. Other times you actually see feathers and beaks.
I've seen
Yeah,
that. Like,
it's different.
yeah,
Different for everyone. Different what it looks like.
yeah. My wife likes it. I don't. I just there's certain things. I think for me it's like texture. Some things I don't like tribe, or beef tribe, the honeycomb. I don't like the texture of it. I could do liver, but not too much. And then I know they do the chicken blood too. They get the chicken blood, and then it's you cook it obviously, and then they'll put it on the rice. And I'm like, I remember going to the Philippines to my wife right in Ilocos, and everybody would be fighting over. I'm like, I'm not fighting over that. I'm good. I will have the chicken. Um, but yeah, there's some crazy things. And I've tried the ghost pepper before, and it's hot. It's spicy. Like it's no joke.
Yeah.
It's like and I eat hot like we eat hot stuff, right? I love hot stuff. Like we have these little bony peppers. They're small. They're spicy, and I just eat them. Jalapenos are nothing. Uh, but yeah, the ghost pepper, no, thank you. My son, he eats hotter than me, and my brother-in-law told him, "I'll give you $100 if you eat." He didn't give it. Always cut it. Gave his son one, my son one. I'm like, it's $100, man. It's up to you. But like, you could go either way with that. I mean, you could go to hospital like that. But there's a
Yeah.
guy, Johnny, Small Pepper. He does eat hot stuff. But some people are used to, they're used to
They have
eating
a
that.
high tolerance. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I can't like as I'm older now. I really the stuff I really like really hot, spicy stuff like hot Cheetos and those kind of things. Like I can't do it too much. My stomach's like, hey man, you're an old guy. You're almost 50 years old. Like let's stop. We're not playing that game no more. Tone it down. So yeah, but look, didn't go on. Have you had Rocky Mountain oysters?
Never heard of that.
Yeah, in the chat, guys. Rocky Mountain oysters. Can we explain what Rocky Mountain oysters are? Anybody know? I've had. When I
You
used
know what it
to
is?
live in West Virginia. Yeah, I've had it.
What is it?
I knew what it was. Let's see. Okay, so Catatamus says nasty. What is it though? Can we? I just want to see the chat explain what it is. What's up, hobbyists? We're talking about Rocky Mountain oysters. We got Vern of Pogiboy Productions is on with us. He does food reviews. It's balls.
It's balls.
Look, it's the balls of like a cow, right? Cow balls.
Oh, I did eat something like I ate something. I ate a bull's penis.
Where were you?
It was a New York episode. I had some YouTubers from Chicago come down, and they wanted
That
to
was a
go
while.
eat it. Yeah.
That wasn't a recent one, right? That wasn't like this year, right?
No, that was maybe a few years ago. Maybe I'll drop the link and show you guys. But
Okay.
it's
So
like,
yeah, Rocky Mountain is balls.
did you like?
Or
Did
as
do you like it?
yeah, it was, okay, because like I had it. I used to run track at Marshall University in West Virginia. And we'd go around and do stuff, right? And they're like, you got to do Rocky Mountain oysters. We're going to always do Rocky Mountain oysters. Okay, we'll try it. And it was these balls. I'm like, really? We're going to eat balls? He's like, so of course, like back then, I'm like, whatever, I'll eat whatever. It's not something I'm going to go for. It's
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 not something you
okay.
look for. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not going to go and order it. Like, you know what I want? I want 5 balut eggs with 10 Rocky Mountain oysters. Um, but yeah. All right, Adam. Oh yes. All right. Yes. Oh, so man, Vern, I'm gonna hop off. It's about 8 o'clock. Guys, Renee of Rascal and Lucy is having a live music playing where you can go chat. It's in my community page. So let me be what I can do. I'll drop her link before I head out. Hey, but Vern, man, thank you for coming. Talking about, I guess it was perfect ending, right? We're talking about balls and bulls' penises. I've never had a bull's penis. I don't think I'm ever gonna try to go for it, but maybe if someone gave me $100, I'd eat it. We're after they cook it, not straight off the bull, because that'd be weird, right? That's it. Yeah. So okay, wait. So also, if you want to try, stop by tomorrow. Oh, and yes, and then Catatainment will have a live tomorrow. Yeah. So and Raf, sorry, we hopefully didn't ruin your dinner. I had spam fried rice with ham, and I do spam once a month. So this was the day. I was like, I had to make a quick fried rice. This comment intentionally left blank. But hey, yeah, Vern, thank you very much, man. Let me know if you're gonna have a live. But guys, make sure you connect with Pogiboy, super cool guy
I
named
will
Vern.
eventually. I dropped the link
Yeah.
to the bull penis. If you guys want to see it, it's there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and click it here so that like I could. So he did had some bull's penises. So I'm gonna open it. I'll watch that. Oh my gosh. This one got some views, man. You got some thumbs there. You got 654. All right. So let me
Thanks.
before
That
I
was fun
leave.
though. Thanks for the live. I had fun. Learn
Hey
to be
man, thank
respectful.
you so much. Thank you so much for popping in,
And
man.
if you guys add me on YouTube, just leave a comment. I'll get you right back. So it's cool.
He will. He actually make sure it's like more than one word, like just 3, 4, 5 words, kind of thing. And
I'll
he'll
pop
hit you.
by your channel anyway, definitely. So I always watch
Yeah,
videos. I always
and
make
you'll be
time.
able to see the I guess the live count, whatever it is, and let's see. Yeah, and then I'll stick around. And I gotta drop Renee's channel link here. Rap, are you still on? Do you think you can drop Renee's channel link before we hop off? And you have your dinner going, and Rocky Mountain oysters.
Bull penis.
But John, thank you for coming. Catatainment, Raf, David of Guitar Off the Cup, Judy, Rook, Callie and Jordan, Patty Fish. Let's see. I know we had some other people on, but as 8 o'clock rolls around, we kind of tail off. We got about 15 on. Hobbyist, thank you for coming on.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and of course Renee. Renee's. I'm gonna like jump back on. All right, so Raf's gonna drop it, and what I'll do is I'll have the bull's peanuts on one, ready to watch. But then I'm also gonna click and make sure I get to Renee's, and I'm gonna chat with friends. What's up, Gulp Stewart? How's it going? We're about to end. This is Pogiboy Production. Vern of Pogiboy Productions with me. We've got Gulp Stewart. Gulp also does cooking, things. He cooks different types of food and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, and Rook says, "Nice meeting you." Rook of all is a very cool friend.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah,
Thanks for
she's
coming
got
by.
some pretty cool commentary about life in general and stuff like that. Very passionate about what she's talking about. And let's see, I'm just kind of seeing if muchas gracias, mi hermano saludo. I don't speak Spanish though. I'm Filipino, so but I kind of understand. Let's see. Good night. And yeah, guys, go check out Rascal and Lucy's live. I guess it's a live. What is it? It's not a silent live. It's music playing that she created that she's gonna be on for like hours. And you can pop on and you can. Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna replace this top pin comment, guys. Go pop over to Renee, Rascal and Lucy's live stream. I think this is it. Okay, I'm hoping
Thanks,
it is.
guys.
Let's check. Yes, thank you, Raf, for dropping that. I'm gonna replace this here for if the 16 people still on here. I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna go to Renee, Rascal and Lucy's music live. It's a long, lengthy thing. We could chat, we could talk, we could help her out some watch hours. And then, yeah, Vern, thanks, man. Thanks for coming. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And I will be over at Renee's for a little bit. And we'll go chat over there. Thanks, Vern. Thanks all.
All right.
Bye,
Good night,
David.
guys.
See you
Thank
guys
you.
all there.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Later.